You know, this is actually my first time booting up the game since initially playing it. Meaning, like, since starting a fresh save, essentially. Which means this is my first time seeing the title screen and getting the answer of if it's like Breath of the Wild, where it's a completely silent title screen. Gosh dang it, it is again. Why they have to do that again? You know, one of my biggest complaints with Breath of the Wild is that its main theme, basically existed in the trailer. Very, very faintly in some memory cutscenes. And then, oh, I guess this was just running around there when I was playing a little bit of it with my little cousin. Um, and then it comes in full force in the final boss. Whereas if you have a main theme, you should have it be present throughout the adventure so that when you hear it come blast your ears during the final boss, it's like, whoa, that's amazing. This is the culmination of my adventure. And then, you know, you think back on your adventure and how this is the culmination of that. Whereas with Breath of the Wild, it's just like it's the culmination of the trailer, essentially, you could say. And if you had just, you don't even need to have it present throughout the adventure. If you want a simple way for your players to hear I didn't hear that thunder at all. My audio okay? I hear the step splash. Anyway, if you want the easiest freebie in the world to have a leitmotif that plays at the end that the player does, oh, that one I heard, that the player does hear quite a bit as they play without it actually taking place anywhere in the game, is have it on the title screen. That's what Elden Ring did, for example. Elden Ring has a friggin' amazing title theme, and then you get to the final boss and, oh, there's a mushroom here. You get to the final boss and it's an epic remix of that title theme, which is the thing that you've heard every single time you booted the game up, even if you never heard it anywhere during actual gameplay, and it's still like, holy crap, that's amazing! So I was really hoping that they'd change that in Tears of the Kingdom, actually have an amazing theme on the title instead of just having, like, silence. But they didn't, that sucks. Hello, Mythic Legend of Zelda Breath of the Rain, yeah. It sure is. Oh, I guess these are the shrines that I've marked. Let's just go do some shrines. I don't know what I'm doing. I have not actually played this game since the day it came out. There was the 2 sessions that I did. One that was after, like, the 10 p.m. release, and then the other was, like, later the night that it came out, which is sort of the following day, sort of not, but, you know, basically release day was the last day that I played it, / after midnight, you know, the immediate day after, I guess. I've not actually, it's the following week. It is currently Sunday the 21st. I was actually going to be out of town for another day. It's the May long weekend here because Victoria Day on Monday and stuff. So I was actually going to be out of town for one more day. But my goodness, the wildfires in Alberta are so crazy right now. There's usually in springtime some wildfire issues around this province when things get really dry. But this year, it's really, really bad. So this past weekend we got the pier and the lake out at the summer village. Everyone got their boats in the water, and we took ours out earlier to see how well it was working and stuff. My goodness, you can barely see anything in front of you. It was actually really scary moving that thing around. It's not great out there, so we were going to stay out one more day. And we changed our minds, and it was like, let's come back today. This is awful. And it's probably not the best to breathe it in either. So, there was that. So I'm here, and it's like, alright, well, now I have the chance to stream some Tears of the Kingdom. Let's stream some Tears of the Kingdom. In terms of channel stuff that I worked on while I was out of town the past couple days, I worked on some Octopath Traveler playthrough stuff. The last stream I cut up into parts, and oh, cool. And I made thumbnails for and stuff. Why is there this rock in the middle of the road? I guess that happens sometimes. I guess I can fuse it to a thing. Hey, a single green rupee. Can I, like... Let's see here. There we go. Whoa, it's like an axe hoe. Amazing. I have no idea what the heck I had equipped before. Soaring club? Oh, let's just put on this Boko Reaper. So yeah, I decided to come back and stuff. Look at all the grass. Pokemon could never dream of so much tall grass. I know, right? And if this was Pokemon, then the grass would be rendering as you got, like, let's say, grass would probably render on the hill if there was grass to render on the hill. When I got, like, this close, the very beginning of the hill would start rendering grass, and it would start moving up the hill and around, as opposed to, like, that. You can probably spot the... Yeah, you can still spot... Oh, does that person need help? Hello, hello, Chaos. I hope things are going alrighty today. So, in something like this, you can still see the line where it's spotting the grass. Spotting the grass? Spotting the grass. A little bit farther out, I believe. Unless there's just... Yeah, there is grass over there. So, I see the line moving. But it's, like, far, you know? Well, hi. Whoa. How about you don't, actually? Can I has a Boko shield? Oh. Can I... Shield. I don't know. I had this on before, so, wooden stick? I really need a wooden stick. But yeah. Yeah, and there was the, wacky situation with Pokemon, where they announced the release date for Pokemon Home, and then they promptly unannounced the release date for Pokemon Home to, we don't know! Oh man, oh, are you a traveler? Don't look like any traveling merchant I've ever seen before. The name is Kalissa. I'm a legendary treasure hunter of the Gerudo. Nice to meet you. Have you heard about the strange phenomena going on all over the regions of Hyrule? Islands floating in the sky and caves opening up everywhere. It's a dream come true for a treasure hunter. Lately, I've been really interested in the rubble and stones falling from the sky. I've been dreaming about them. Even been dreaming about them. My latest dream? This big stone came tumbling out of the sky and hit the ground, and suddenly started to float back upward. Oh. Maybe you saw it in real life and then you were dreaming about that, because I did it. I assume that that's, like, hinting to the player, if the player doesn't know already, that that's a thing they can do. Grabbed onto it, and before I knew it, I had arrived at an island in the sky full of treasure. Can you imagine it? I mean, that was basically the old dream. Too good to be true, of course. Yeah, that is a nice subtle hint, though. Why would I dream about a falling stone flying back up into the sky? These dreams are so strange. I better get going, but I hope we meet again. Savok? Is that? I have no idea how the heck that's a Savak? I don't remember how the heck that's pronounced. Is that a little dragon? Heck is that there? But yeah, there's reasonable draw distance, and this game looks to achieve it. Oh yeah, absolutely. So like, I can see in the distance over there, like the grass peeling back as I come over. If I run this way, I can see the grass start to go up the hill over there. There's stuff popping in over there. Well, it's not suddenly popping in. It's like slowly fading in as it comes in. And then it fades out as well, rather than just like a sudden pop in. Yeah, there we go, it fades. No, that one popped, that was kind of weird. But like, it's quite a decent distance in front of me. Whereas, yeah, if this was Pokemon right now, the grass on that hill in front of me would not be rendered right now. I honestly think I need to be about probably this close for like the very beginning of that slope to start showing grass and then show a line as it comes up. Is that a Korok thing? Right? I mean, it's been a little while since I played Scarlet and Violet, so I don't quite remember off the top of my head what the rough draw distance would be of things like the grass, but based roughly off my memory, it's saying something like that. But speaking of, I'm also very surprised that the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video essay has quickly become, like, the fastest growing video essay I've ever put out. Eh? Oh, it's one of these ones. Yeah, Game for Gegzix sees the announcement. Wait, who said you were allowed to patch our games? Yeah. That's the way it be. I saw I think it was posted in the Discord as well. I saw it around online spaces in general over the past couple days. It being said that apparently AG Aonuma said that when this game was delayed in March last year, that the game was basically done, but they just want another year to make sure that they could like really flesh it out and make sure the physics worked. Because the physics system of this game is honestly staggeringly impressive, not gonna lie. You know, I had my gripes with Breath of the Wild. I'm sure I'll have my gripes with this game, as I already mentioned with like the title screen being silent. But my goodness, the physics engine of this game is so dang impressive. You know, the Ultra Hand for every object and fusing stuff together, and there doesn't... Oh, there's a Korok down there. Oh. Oh. As far as I can tell so far, there doesn't seem to be a limit, and some of the things I've seen people making with the engine of this game are insane and so impressive that the game allows it. The fuse of like basically any couple things in the world, any weapon or shield or arrow, put basically any entity in the world onto it, any inanimate entity, you know, just slap it on there. You can do that with basically anything. Just in case I use it for a thumbnail, I guess. The Ascend, go up and go through thingamabobs and emerge on the other side. But I honestly think the most impressive one, it's either the Ultra Hand or the Rewind. Is it just called Rewind? Or is it called, I don't know, Stasis but backwards? I don't know. Civ Stationary. Combat training, throwing. Ah, yes, I do that all the time when I play Smash Bros. I'm great at throwing. So I'm sure this will be fine here. Anyway, the fact that you can select an object and rewind the time in it in, like, you know, the past little while, essentially, means that the game needs to keep track of every single object around you's movement for the last little while. It needs to store it and RAM there, and how does it not run out of memory if it's tracking everything? Like, I'm sure each individual thing doesn't take up that much space, but come on, you know? It's like, how do they do it? How do they track the movement of every object instead of being like, you know, pretty much any other game out there where it's like, oh, the object moved, and yeah, forget about that movement. Why would you keep a track of that? But it's crazy. So it honestly does make a whole lot of sense for this game to just take another full year just to make sure the physics work and stuff. And good on them for doing that. You know, I'm still not all that impressed about like $10 more expensive, but in the face of so many video games releasing in such an unfinished, broken state, like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Last of Us Part 1 on PC, like, those are the two most recent games that I've played where it's like, how did this ship? What? You know, we just recently got through Last of Us Part 1, and whoo boy, that was a trip. Apparently it works just fine on PS5, but the PC version, ooh, that is not a great version to play that video game, let me tell you. But in the face of so many AAA games coming out nowadays, like, especially if you play on things like PC, it's just PC gaming nowadays, you can expect things to come out completely unfinished, broken messes, and they'll just be fixed later. In the wake of that becoming like the new norm, the fact that they had the game basically done and were like, yeah, sorry, we're actually gonna wait until next year to make sure the physics work and stuff. Honestly, good on them. It shows that they have a lot of respect for their fans and that they truly believe in delivering them a well fleshed out product that's like finished, instead of, here's what we have so far that's good enough. If you don't like it, we'll fix it later, you know? So honestly, props to them for that. Well, it's like material hold to get ready. Oh, for throwing material and stuff. So, wait. No. No! So, you want me to throw the fire fruit, right? Since there's a whole bunch of those around here? There's so much stuff to go through here. Oh, so then I have to hit R? What? Huh? I can drop it, but like, what do you mean hold R to get ready to throw? Oh, R first and then select material to throw. I see, I gotcha. Well, that's a very long-lasting, well-done text. Watch enemies' movements carefully, then throw the material at them. Okay. I'll do that. So more tutorial kind of shrine stuff. Okay, I honestly thought that missed for a second there. Okay, well. You're proving your mastery, now proceed to the innermost chamber. Okay. I will do that. Let me just yoink all this fire fruit first. And then the stuff that guy dropped before it despawns. Actually, do things even despawn in this game? Is that one of those video games where somebody drops something and then give it a little while and it starts to fade out and then it despawns? Or nah? Ugh. I don't remember if that was the case in Breath of the Wild. I always pick things up super soon after. Might just not be. Because I know that if you put it down, it doesn't despawn unless you basically overload the memory. I mean... wooden stick there. Don't I have a, Zonite sword wing? Wing doesn't well that much there. So if I just like, bam! Ooh, look at that end! That's actually kind of cool. The heck was I holding? That's for lighting stuff. Give me that actually. I don't know. Whee! Down we go. Anyway, what's this? What's this right here? It is... okay, some bomb flowers and stuff. Cool. Also, one more thing that I figured out on the, wait, who just posted in announcements? What the... I was about to say, because there's not a lot of people that can post in announcements. I was just about to pull up the Discord server. This was a while back. This was a month ago that I got COVID. And I was posting that there being like, hey, I'm taking a step back from things because I literally got COVID. My gosh, man, disinfect your area. That's the wrong your. Live in a bubble, be like Zim when he bought the bacteria goggles. What shenanigans is Zanma getting up to? Anyway, I updated the stream schedule of games. And my god, it's a collage right now. I have not even tried to put all that much new on my schedule apart from new releases. If something's a new release that I want to cover, then I cover it. But in terms of like old already released games that I want to cover, I usually only slap them onto the schedule when I know for sure I have the time to do it. This has been on and off for several months now. It's been off for several months now, but well, this is just gonna be there forever. The Tales Symphonia, who knows? Fire Emblem Engage, I just have the DLC to wrap up, and then I gotta do this because of the crazy Game Boy Advance expansion stupid thingamabob that Nintendo's doing. Long story, not worth getting into right here. Maybe I'll tell it later if I just need something to talk about later. Octopath, like, this still isn't finished from being a new release. Same with Octopath Traveler 2 here. I was doing some grinding while I was out of town, so, you know, I'm in a bit of a better position here. This is evidently going on right now. The DLC for Xenoblade 3, I'm still not done with that yet. I can probably do it in one more stream. This is still a release from, like, last October, and it's just been such a long game, and I also haven't played it for, like, many months now because I've been focusing on other projects. So, I made this, and I was like, my god, when I get back from out of town, I need to start knocking some things off this queue and getting to a little bit of a better position here. I can probably do this in a few streams. This can probably be one or two. This can probably be one. This is still gonna be many. I have not done this for a while. The Scarlet and Violet video essay kind of ended up taking my editing focus for a while, but maybe now I can put my focus back here. After the 24-hour charity stream, because I always do a 24-hour charity stream in May for Larch, which is a not-for-profit that helps those with developmental disabilities. So I want to do one this May, but I need to wrap up the 24-hour charity stream first. And then 24-hour charity stream first. The Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video essay first, and I got COVID during the end of that, and I was sick and stuff. And now there's only like one weekend of May left here. So it's like, huh, I guess I'm probably doing it that day. I still haven't officially announced it, but I was coming up with like some plans, some ideas over the weekend, and I was thinking this. You know, I'm not planning on adding like a new long playthrough doing that. But apparently the first Metal Gear Solid is only about 11.5 hours, so I could probably rush on through. It's one that I've wanted to do considering we did the retro Metal Gears during last year's 24-hour cherry streams. And Tears of the Kingdom is like the hip new thingamabob that everyone and their mother's playing nowadays. So I was thinking, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do a stream of mainly 2 games and then a little smidge of Ring Fit, because we always do a little smidge of Ring Fit. So maybe like 11 hours Tears of the Kingdom, 2 hours Ring Fit, 11 hours Metal Gear Solid. I haven't come up with like any, you know, rewards or anything yet. I'll probably do like some pretty standard stuff. So I haven't officially announced it yet, but that's currently what I'm leaning towards. So, you know, I'll probably get very, very on top of Tears of the Kingdom in the near future because of that. So, you know, because who wouldn't mind a super long Tears of the Kingdom stream for a good cause? And then, you know, Metal Gear 1 from 1998 that I keep hearing is like amazing. Well, the Metal Gear series in general. So that's kind of the plan and stuff. You break that up a bit to know if you could play games for 11 hours straight. Longest I ever did was either 13 or 14, and it was Dark Souls 3. That was during the 24-hour charity stream 5. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely not doing one game for like the entire event, but 11 for 2 might be a little bit crazy, but I could probably do it. I don't know. Like, again, I haven't officially announced it, so I could always change my plans. I'll probably announce it, like, late tonight or early tomorrow to give at least a week of build-up and stuff to it, but that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. And then that could be, like, a hype kind of event of, like, 24-hour event. Mainly Tears of the Kingdom and Metal Gear Solid, and then I can theme the whole thing around that instead of having a bunch of different things. And then, like, a little bonus event of Ring Fit Adventure. Also, I was posting in photos earlier. What the heck? I was posting in photos earlier. People were saying that it was looking like that. This was out on the boat earlier today. So getting the pier in the water yesterday, then did the pier look like this. Looking like Twilight Zone shit out there. And then we took the boat out on the water to like test the engine a little bit and make sure things are working properly, and it looked like that. So, you know, it was honestly a little bit dangerous and didn't want to stay out there too long. Because while usually boating is, you know, pretty darn safe, you don't have to worry about, you know, running into other boats because such large span of open water. When it's that smoky, it's kind of not safe because you can't really see much of anything in front of you, you know? So we didn't have it out all that long. It's kind of the case. Okay, so I was back at 0 again there. Wanted to try driving the 1949 Mercury truck a little bit this weekend. But didn't do that either because, you know, there's ash everywhere. And if your vehicle's outside for just a little bit, it gets coated in like a sheet of ash. It's insane, the stuff going on around here. So, you know, we, that's kind of what's going on in my province right now. It's a little bit of a mess. There's horses over there. There's a camp. But do I want the thing? Some things over there. I don't know. I'm just kind of content exploring right now. Stuff, you know. Oh, hi. Were you the person that I chatted to earlier? So, it's a little bit of a mess. Who set the place on fire? It's caused by a lot of different things. There's fires constantly going on all over, like, the province. You know, because that wasn't a nearby fire. If that was a nearby fire, then, you know, we wouldn't have gone out there at all. It would have been a little bit too dangerous. Is there a, there is, isn't there? No! Gosh dang you! Well, I think I just hit the tree. Oh, maybe I'll run there after since I can't exactly pin it. They can be caused by cigarette butts or probably several of them. Apparently exhaust from outdoor vehicles can also do it, especially on initially starting. Because all it needs is like a tiny little spark. With how dry it is, it's been insanely dry. We really need a lot of rain. Because even if the rain won't put out any of the existing fires, it'll slow their spread and also help prevent, like, more fires from breaking out. Because, you know, the entire province is kind of going overtime on trying to stop these fires and stuff that are happening all over. I was chatting with Guzma earlier about it, and when he was asking if there was a fire going on, I was like, oh no, it would be way more than one fire that would cause that. I looked it up out of curiosity, and I actually found a handy resource that seems to monitor it, and I sent that to him. So I just saw this for the first time yesterday. But apparently, in Maya province, apparently 79 active wildfires, current year wildfires, 505. You can see all the places in the province that are on fire, and like the status of them and stuff. So, yeah, the province is burning a little bit, you know, just a tad. So, you know, the province is in a smidge of a state of emergency right now. There's a lot of people that are evacuating from their little communities and coming to the city or other places that aren't on fire, and, you know, finding refuge and stuff, and, you know, hoping that their homes don't burn. It's awful. It's really terrible what's going on here right now. You know, we have a little bit of a sheltered life here in the city, you know, being away from that kind of thing, though still taking a lot of the smoke over here. There was a lot more smoke out at the lake there. A decent bit here. Like, you still go outside and can be expecting to be coughing a little bit, but out there it was really, really bad. The province is a mess right now. It's, yeah. Zavota. Oh, you're quite the handsome Vo, aren't you? To be in such a romantic place. Could you be the Vo I was destined to fall in love with? Okay, you're at, like, an 11 right now. I'm gonna need you to take it down to, like, a 2. Like, take it down a few notches. No, I can tell just from the look on your face. Do not come here in search of your one true love. It's too bad. Still, in a place as magical as this, I really do believe I will finally meet the handsome Vo of my dreams. But until then, let me tell you a rumor I heard about cherry blossom trees. Apparently, there is a strange creature called a satori that is sometimes seen near such trees. I've never seen it myself, but I really want to. I also heard that a satori likes fruit. Guess I should have brought some kind of fruit with me, huh? Interesting. Yeah, PSA, weed eat the grass growing behind your car before you start it? Weed eat? Is that some sort of a substance that kills the plant life and stuff? I thought that, for whatever reason, the white kind of lines and stuff there, I thought it was like a glowing, I don't know. But yeah, who's setting the place on fire? Get pranked, it was me the whole time! Causing carnage everywhere I go. Alright, I don't know where the heck the thingamabob was. I don't see any wheels there, so it's probably not all that worth it. Do I have anything that needs fusing? I mean, I guess, but like, give me this. There's a frog under there. And yeah, I had this. Alright, let's keep on moving here. Anyway, also, when it comes to that game schedule, that meant that I probably should be streaming things that I'm closer to beating, like Persona 5 that I can do in, you know, 1 or 2 more streams, since I just need to wrap up the royal content. Fire Emblem Engage, do the DLC in a few streams. I've heard that the DLC is actually brutally hard, so not exactly looking super forward to that. You know, stuff like that I'm more on the verge of beating. I should probably do. But I haven't touched this game in a week. So, you know, probably good to do it, especially considering it's like the new release and stuff. It's a hip trending thing. Well, you mow and you weed eat, right? No? Motorized thing that spins the plastic cables to cut the edges the motor mill will miss? You mean a weed whacker? Ah, Link. I've heard that you and Princess Zelda had gone missing. I'm thrilled to see you alive and well. Where's Princess Zelda? What? Sure, Princess Zelda is still missing. Well then, Link. You may want to meet with Lady IMPA. She's investigating the geoglyphs that have appeared across the land. A curious name for this strange phenomenon. Lady IMPA believes that they're crucial to the search for Princess Zelda. She's traveling in one of those new balloon contraptions and should be around New Serene Stable right now. Great, because I have no earthly idea where that is. I'm in a hurry to meet with Lady IMPA, but I can't go anywhere nearly as fast as she can in her balloon. Let's see. New Serene Stable is just a little to the northwest of Central Hyrule. Oh yeah, didn't the game tell me to go northwest to the Rito area because there was a sighting of Zelda there? Honestly, you know, I could go there and probably be like the most logical way to continue the story. I feel like I have the most fun with these games when I just run around, screw around, and whatever story objective I end up at is whatever story objective I end up at. You know, as I go around doing whatever the hell else. That's that's how I find enjoyment. Excuse me, I need to be on my way. I saw a shrine over here. IMPA and the geoglyphs. Ah, so it's a new main objective. So there's a new main objective to get just from this guy on this random trail here. Wonder how many players have missed that then. Yeah, I don't know, us rednecks down here call them weed eaters, but yes, probably one of those. Yeah, so you've got like the little bit of probably nylon on the end or something like that that spins and you know, go around the area there. We call it a weed whacker or a trimmer. Is the case we call it one of those. Do I want to make a thing? There's shrines right there. I won't bother here just in case I, you know, fast travel after that way. We call them weed eaters. Okay, but same thing then. First time that I have heard that term, quite frankly. This is a first for me. Up you go, Link. I guess they do kind of eat through weeds and stuff. Huh? Just a flag. I'm going crazy. I thought Zelda like appeared again or something or other. Open up. Selling Girl Scout cookies. Oh, speaking of speaking of selling things, do I want to tell this story in a hot second, or this is where I'm gonna cut it up into a part? I don't know. I'll probably do this shrine as this part yet. My mom and I were recently going to my Oma's place, and on the way there was a little kid that was, you know, selling lemonade at a lemonade stand in front of their home. Backtrack? Gee, I sure wonder what thingamabob I use here. And we had to stop and pull over. My mom was driving at the time, and she was like, "Oh, a little kid selling lemonade at a lemonade stand. Do you know what that means? It means we have to go buy lemonade and pay them handsomely, because that is what you do when little kids are selling lemonade." So we went there and gave them 20 bucks for a couple little cups of lemonade. That's the case. That's what you do. Oh. That's handy for light. I can put that onto literally anything else, so who cares, I guess. We'll still plant it? Oh, it does! Oh, that's cool. Alright, a torch. I'm gonna need to figure out where the hell Hestu is so I can expand my inventory, because this is ridiculous. So... Oh. I see. Now that's just gonna be on the wall. I get ya. Wait, what? No. No! Okay. So, there's an order to these things. No, no, no! Gosh dang you! Ah. Wait a second. Okay. Give me that fire! Why? My shield looks like it really wants to get set on fire. There, jeez. What? Oh, okay, because I had it kind of stuck here for a while. I see, I get ya. You know, I was worried that I might put away the torch if I did that as well, but I figured for the sake of science, I would try it out. I realized a little bit after the fact, I probably should have lit the thing first and then tried it for science before I canceled the rewind here. But now I am all the smarter for, and I will not make the same mistake again. They say they say you can learn from your mistakes. So I went out of my way to make more mistakes so I can learn even more. Let's see here. Huh. What the heck am I doing here? What is going on around these parts? Okay, so this is just like first tutorial one of showing how these work for those that haven't played Breath of the Wild. Get in there. Is it just me or do the balls look slightly different? They look a smidge different. Oh, it's not just that. You gotta do this and then you rewind, right? Oh. No, I need more simple movement then. Like this one initially. And then try to place it right in if I can. Because then if I do rewind. Yeah. So let me get to the other side here. Because I assume rewind can go far, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so then you do that. And the thing moves back up. Like that. There. I get ya. This looks like a place something would be hidden. Oh. No, maybe not. Well, it was worth having a look-see, right? It was worth at least taking a bit of a peek here. Alright. Well, give me that orb. I'm glad that shrine didn't end up taking forever like that stupid pinball one. Or else I wouldn't have known how the heck to cut this up into parts. But this will make the perfect end of a part here. Visitor to the shrine. Give me the thing. Purify some of my dankness. I mean darkness. Sweet. May the light of blessing grant you the strength you seek. Thanks. I'm sure it will. Do I want to keep going down this road? This is kind of the way that I'm going now, but I have a whole bunch of shrines marked behind me.